Hey, welcome to the Electronic Gadgets channel. These are cheap electronic gadgets. We try to keep them under $30. There will be exceptions when it's really worth it. This is a $7.85 MP3 player. So this is a little MP3 player, comes from Deal Extreme, and took about 2 weeks to arrive. It is a nice little player, actually. Has 4 gigabytes free RAM and also has a space at the bottom where you can put a micro SD card, and I've actually put a 4 gigabyte micro SD card in here, which gives me a total of 8 gigabytes of music and also videos, as it can play Windows Media Video files, the only format that it can accept. Now, it's a very small screen, and we're going to turn it on here to show you what it looks like. It's a nice screen, it's okay. Watching videos, it's kind of sluggish and will tend to freeze a lot, actually. The way you go through this little MP3 player is with the menus here, which is a little touch at the bottom. You go through the menus and you go through wherever you want to go in the menus, the cards, if you have songs and stuff like that. And you press the menu button to go back, and so on and so on. So when the music plays, screens kind of shuts down for after about 2 or 3 seconds to make sure that the battery lasts as long as possible. So I've tried it for the past 10 days, bringing my MP3 songs with me all over town while I'm going to work, and I've listened to the music through this device. First things first, it came in this little package. It has different colors, as you can see. On the Deal Extreme website, I've seen red, I saw blue, and green. So I don't know if they have other colors also available, but you can go through the Deal Extreme webpage. They have different colors. And what's included in the box? A earphone, the MP3 player itself, and a little wire to plug the USB on your computer. When I received it, I noticed that it didn't want to charge or anything, and I noticed that it doesn't charge unless you give it a lot of power. Actually didn't want to charge on any of my computers. I took out an external USB power supply that I have here for a device that gives out 10 watts power. So on that device, it actually did charge. So that could be a big problem. That's the first problem I had with this thing. So is it like that for every model? I don't know. But this one seems to not like computers for charging. So if you're kind of thinking, well, this is cool, I'm going to buy it, and I'm not sure. Actually, I would recommend it because I'm not sure it's going to work. But once it was charged, fully charged, took about 4 hours to charge. It comes with this little set of earbuds, and sound quality through these earbuds is rather mediocre. Actually, it's really bad. If you like listening to music, you're gonna find that this is horrible, actually. But I did plug in my iPhone earbuds in it, and it really did improve a lot. And actually, there's a little equalizer inside the device where you can choose the type of music listening to. I put it on rock, which gives more bass. And actually, with the settings set on rock, that gives them more of a bass, it's actually really good, sounds really nice. So what's missing is mostly good earphones. Once you put good earphones on this thing, it's pretty amazing, actually. The sound quality was quite amazing. I put different types of music in it to listen, and especially I put a lot of music that I really knew a lot about, that I listened often on my iPod Touch, for example, and compared the sound quality. With good earphones, this thing sounds great. Battery wise, it lasts about, if you use it, if you put a full charge, you use it about 2 hours a day, you will have music for about 5 days. So this is not too bad, about 10 hours of play. This is what I measured, and so I haven't recharged it since I've got it. And you see, the battery level on the screen here is about, I would say, half now. So that's quite interesting. What do you have? You have buttons for the volume control on the left side. You also have a recorder on the right side. You've got this little button here that you can press to record sound, so it can be used as a MP3 recorder. What's nice about this device compared to, for example, the Optimus recorder that I've shown, is that it stores the sound files in the memory. So when you plug it in your computer, you can actually extract the sound files from the device that you recorded, which is quite nice. Having a device when you record a sound that you can actually take out the files and put them on your computer is always a nice touch. So for $7, it has a lot of features. The sound quality of what's recorded is amazing, actually. The microphone seems to be extremely sensitive, and I've been really surprised at this little device. You can see here it's made by Megafels, which I don't know what company that is. And there's of course a little reset at the back if it ever freezes. It has this nice little plastic clip that you can put the MP3 on your belt. You're doing some jogging. It has a good enough grip, I believe, for it to stay on your belt, actually. But it's kind of a flimsy little back plastic, so you know, if you use it often, I believe this will break quite fast, actually. So apart from that, at the bottom you have your earphone jack, you have your SD card, and you have your mini USB. It's very standard. You can use the one on your digital camera, or most devices have this type of plug, so it's pretty cool for that. And for video playing, I don't find that it's very useful though. It does seem to jam a lot when it's playing videos, and you have to have the video in a specific format or else it doesn't work. Kind of complicated, and actually I would say that's the least useful feature of this device. Comes in with a very small 3-page English manual, so you won't have to go through Chinese. It does have an English manual with it, but it really is basic in the functionalities. But what's interesting is I didn't really look at the manual much and got the hang of it just by playing around with the buttons, actually. So once you understand how it works, how to go through the menus, then there's no problem. You'll just actually have this device going pretty fast, actually. You don't really need a manual for it to work well. So if you're looking for an MP3, a really cheap MP3 delivered to your doorstep, Deal Extreme, this is $7-8 depending on where you are. It's free shipping, and I believe this one came from Australia, I think, or New Zealand, or somewhere in the South Pacific Ocean. And so for $7 or $8, I'm actually quite happy, as long as you change those terrible earbuds that come with them. If you got a good pair of earphones or earbuds, I think you can find that this device is quite nice. And like I said, maybe mine's kind of, you know, maybe it's a defect or something. It doesn't want to charge much with computers, and so that's the only thing I would be scared of if you buy it. If you want to try it out, of course, for $7 or $8 you don't lose a lot of money, so it doesn't really matter. And you know, I'm not gonna go exchange a $7 MP3 player, actually. So this is 4 GB of RAM, of memory inside of RAM, and so you can put, I would say, just with the internal 4 GB RAM, that should give you actually maybe something like 1,000 songs, or around 1,000 songs, maybe a little less, from depending on the size of the music that the music files. So and also the quality, because if you take really high quality MP3 files, it's going to be less. But you know, anywhere between 500 and 1,000 MP3s. That's about it. But you can also put in your little SD card. I have one here that's inside, and it actually clicks. It's not too difficult to take out. You see here, I've got my little micro SD card, a 4 GB one here, and I just put it in the device and click it in. And inside the menu, you've got the internal memory that you can look at, and there's the card where you can also go. These are separate folders inside. So if you got one that's actually charging well, the only thing that you would probably need to change is the earphones. If you have a set of earbuds that are really high quality at home, then you just switch them with these earbuds that you have, and this is going to make a really cool little MP3 to play with. It's cheap, so if you're looking for an MP3 player for a young child, for example, and you're afraid he's going to break it, well, for $7 it doesn't really matter much. And it's quite sturdy. I've actually dropped it once. It's still working. Nothing's cracked, and works quite well. So from Deal Extreme, $7.85 I believe I paid for it. So it's not cheap. It's really cheap, I mean, and it's free shipping. So you can order it online. And like I said, it took about 2 weeks for it to arrive in my mailbox. And if you actually like our videos and reviews of gadgets, then subscribe to our channel. You'll be informed when new gadgets are online. If you have any comments or questions on what you have seen, then let us know. And maybe you have some kind of device you'd like us to review that's less than $30, let us know. We'll try to order it and review it for you. And you'll be helping others at the same time. So thanks for watching, and hope you come back to the Electronic Gadgets channel. Bye-bye.